Hello and welcome to the part 2 of the div or bootstrap containers. Today I want us to set up our website look like this. Remember, don't waste your time. Straight to the point, straight to the point, and that's all. Let's go to our project. Let make default. Let make this. Yeah, it is default now. It's default of any styling. This div we created last time, remember? And let's uh, let's make it style. It is just good when you compare it with the other div, because it has been leaving some space here and another space on this other side, but others are not leaving any space. They are starting from the very margin, which is not very professional. But still, even if the div has given us some styling, it's not so impressive. Now there comes CSS. CSS, cascading style sheets for the styling of our website. Let's look at it and we try to modify this div that we had created. Let's get started. Go to the we go to here to the CSS, and when you get here we need to let the CSS count here. And how do we bring it here? We have three types in which you can bring the styling into the website using CSS. One is using of ID. Use of ID is not recommended. It is must be used sparingly, at least one per page. Not very prominent to be used everywhere. Number two is is class, and class are now used almost everywhere, as recurrent as you want. And then we have the tag, the HTML tags you can use also. Therefore, to use ID, we start with the pound or hash sign. To use the class, we start with the dot, and then the tag we just write the element name like h2, then we style it. Now let's look at our navbar and check what we are going to style. What we are going to style here is title. You see it is ID. I've just told you how to identify ID in CSS. And this one is a section, and this section is section ID called title, and it is coming all the way to the section end where the container ends also. Now let's go to CSS. What do we want here? Let's just come here back kidogo, and then you see the title is here. The title, we want this title, and this section B style section, B style, which is from here all the way to there. Let's come and start that session. Title, use ID, and followed by our candidate section, which is title. And then we use this braces, and then we state what we want happen, or what we want happen to the style. This is what we want happen. We want it to have padding of 3% top and bottom, and 15% left and right. What do we mean by that? On the top of the title should be having the actually the padding, the space of 3% of the total container or section, and right and left having almost covering 75% of the total viewport. And CSS, we must end our code with semicolon like that, and then let's check what will happen. Right now, look at it. Let's refresh and see what will happen when we have now padding our website by 3% top and bottom and 15% left and right. Yeah, that is what it is. It is professional. It is now looking a bit clear. You see, my website is very simple, clear, and you can just understand it without very uh, much questions. You can see email, caller sign in, register, a category, and we have languages, we have SDD, we have this one. This one is initial, this one is scratch. So we are getting to all these things function. So keep going and don't give up. Let's go together until the end. That is what we are today, to style our div, actually to style our container. All that thing is happening, and we have said is either we style using the CSS targeting ID, targeting classes, or targeting the element, which is tag element. And that is all that I have today in this section 2. Get encouraged and practice as we meet next time. Thank you.